somebody asked in a group that I'm a part of, if somebody's saying that they didn't receive a card or a parcel or whatever, how should I just refund them? And I think the answer could go either way. Now, for me, yes, refund them. That's fine. Unless you can prove that they did receive it because you record every package, like a few of my friends do, then fight it. That's fine. Otherwise, you're wrong. You didn't send them the card. It's gone somewhere else. They're right. You have no proof. 100% give them a refund. Go above and beyond if you can. So if somebody's saying they didn't receive a card from me, what I tend to do, or what I try to do, is say, right, okay, well, can you just send me a video that you got that card? Can you send me a photo of how much it cost? So like a screenshot of that order that you made. Most of the time it's like £2-3 if it happens, right? We've sold 70,000 items to date, and it does happen. Whether you believe it or not, it happens, and you're like, you got the card, whatever. Most of the time, either way, they're 100% right. Unless you can prove it, and it's not worth it in my mind. I can never be bothered to film every package being done. Like, they're right. It's fine. It's an opportunity to turn somebody that doesn't like what you've just done into a super fan. Use that opportunity. Don't do it on purpose, but use that opportunity to go, you know what, I'm gonna make this person love what we do. So what I try and do is give them either a coupon for the same amount for the next stream and just top it up a little bit, or if they just want a refund, that's fine. They'll do that. Then next time they order, put something extra in their card and say, so sorry about the issue that you had, or whatever. You can send them something else if you want anyway, but then it costs you in the postage and stuff. I would always say, if somebody's like, the card I got was more damaged than it looked on the video. Alright, I can't prove that either way. I'm not going to spend my time going through and going, unless it's like a really expensive card, but if it's like a £5 card and they're like, there's a mark on the back you didn't show, or I didn't see that, or whatever, I'm like, oh man, I'm like sit in the mud with them, like, oh mate, I'm so disappointed that I didn't pick that up, or don't make them feel sorry for you, but because that's not important. But I'm terribly sorry that happened. How can I make this right? Would X make it right? If I give you a coupon for, you're in my streams all the time, if I give you a coupon for the value of that, would that suffice? Would you mind? Then they come back and say, yeah, that's fine, or no, I'd rather have a refund. Cool, that's fine. The reason I say it pretty short like that is because if they say they would like a coupon, yeah, coupon's fine, I shop with you all the time, I trust you, I just wanted to let you know more than anything, is where they normally go. Then what I say is, well, you keep that anyway, right? It's worse than it is. However, I'll give you a coupon. Let's say it was £4. I'll give you a coupon for £5. I'll top it up to £5. Apologies again. Keep that card anyway. One, because if it's coming back to us, we're not going to want to sell it as damaged anyway. It doesn't, and it's going to cost them in postage, or if we cover their postage, it's going to cost another £3. It's just not worth it. So keep the item. This is once I've worked out how they want it. If they just want a refund, I tell you what. Cool, we'll sort of refund out, that's fine, keep it anyway. Like, they're going to keep it anyway, right? You don't want it back. Why would you want it back? It's damaged. Whatever. So, that's how I would attack it, and probably I could do more if I'm honest. And I think over the next couple of months, I'm probably going to work towards doing more on that side of things, and I think it's quite important that they then go, bloody hell, chill out, mate. Like, it was a £2 car. Why are you giving me all this stuff? Like, you don't need to give them loads of free stuff, but you could say, remind me what your favourite Pokemon is. I'll look out for it in the next stream. So when they come into the next stream, oh, you like Houndour? Oh, mate, I tell you what, we've got a Houndour. Here, because James is back in, shout him out. Because James is back in, here we go. We've got a Houndour card we're going to start a pan. Off we go. James, quickly grab it before anybody knows. Like, you can do things that's just good customer service to make somebody... You made a mistake. To clear up your mistake. The thing for me is, I've made the mistake. I have made the mistake. I'm never questioning anybody because I don't believe them. Whether I believe them or not, it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. And yeah, just make sure you go above and beyond in caring for them. Like, care for them. You've missold them, and it's your fault. swallow it. Be like, you know what? Actually, we can turn this into a positive. I bet if I did this, they might think it's cool. Don't do it and then expecting a thank you in front of everyone and whatever. You messed up. Deal with it and change it, and that's enough. That's enough. You don't need a pat on the back in front of everybody. Oh, do you know what, Sam? Please don't expect that. If you get it, cool, that's fine, but that's not the reason you're doing it. The reason, in my mind, the reason you're doing it is to apologise for the mistake you made. That's enough, in my book. So refunds, returns, I would tackle it with that in mind. If you ever get to a point where you've got other people working for you, other people streaming for you, give them the power to do that. So, like, I heard an example from a business. This could be in any business if you're a manager elsewhere or whatever. I heard this is what hotels do, and I think it's wicked. So, how can you give the person that's taking the complaint power to correct it at the time, rather than going, yeah, no worries, yeah, no, I heard that, I'll just speak to my manager. No. Because then that's like, oh, you're going to escalate. It's not necessary. What they do in the hotel industry, or what I've heard some hotels do, is they give the person on the front desk the power to give them a free meal voucher in the thing, or drinks voucher, £10 drinks voucher for the time that we've wasted, a free upgrade, things like that they can do that doesn't cost really money, but is something nice they can do. So they say, right, you're in charge of who gets what, on the scale. My hairdryer doesn't work. Well, you're not going to give them a free upgrade. It's not that big a deal. Just get a new hairdryer and a £10 credit for the bar or something, right? You've got to give them the power to choose as and when, record what they get, and obviously if it's more than 5 times a month, we need to fix what's wrong in the first place. But I think having that approach where your team or people around you can have the power to deal with stuff without repercussions and whatever, when stuff goes wrong, because it will always go wrong. There'll always be something that goes, not always go wrong, but there will always be a time when something goes wrong, can be massively motivating and give them a reason to want to work in the company, work for you, work with you, whatever. So I think that's really important as well, that they have a clear boundaries about what they can give. And so should you as a small business owner, big business owner, whatever. You should be able to offer them things that make them feel better, because you are in the wrong as a business. You've missold something because they didn't get it. Doesn't matter whose fault it is. Doesn't matter how. It matters how it happened, so you don't do it again. But don't dwell on, oh my god, it happens. You make a mistake, move on. But yeah, just make sure you deal with it and get it right, and think of the customer first. And it'll all be all right if you do it that way, I think.